Hey guys, but I'm here with the last part of the Zero to Mirror challenge, and in this video you will see if I make it or not. Alright, first thing first, I needed to make around 350 divines in the 4 hour I had left, so I knew it wasn't possible to do this while mapping unless I got like extremely lucky by either dropping a mirror itself or an Icarus luck or something like that. So I had to do something different. Something that's kind of fishy, not gonna lie, but yeah. Since I knew I couldn't make that much and while mapping, so the first thing I did is gamble with what I had found. So I found two Vivid Watchers, so I rerolled two Awakened Gems that I bought for 20 Chaos. Sadly, I didn't get much out of it, but I got one for one Divine, so, which is lower than the price of a Vivid Watcher. And then I had to gamble the Apothecary. We'll see here. I'll just reroll. Nothing, and then doubled. I stopped there because I couldn't believe it. So with under 4 hours now left, I decided to join the dark side and do something that's kind of bad, but it is what it is. It's the economic of PoE. I decided to flip some stuff. So I had my eyes on Screaming Invitation and Incandescent Invitation, and the reason why I had those two is because I farmed a shit ton of Screaming Invitation this league. Just in this challenge, I farmed over 60 or something. I don't even know. Probably more than that, yeah, because I've ran over 1,000 maps, so yeah, I can't do the math, but yeah. So I knew that they were selling for much more in bulk than they were for single ones, and the same when I checked the price on the incandescent invitation, it was pretty much the same. They were selling for much more and in bulk, but at an even higher price. But they weren't as cheap as the Screaming Invitation. So what I did is I just bought a couple of them. I'm still selling some stuff on Fastest. I bought a couple of them at, at the price of single invitation. So meaning they were selling for 1.2, 1.3 divines each when they were a single, but sometimes people had like 4 or 5 or even 6 of them at that price. And then I bought them and listed them for 1.8 or even 1.9 divines. So that's how I made money. As I said, I joined the dark side because I wasn't contributing anything to the game. I was just buying some stuff from some players and selling them back to other players. And you might ask yourself, how could that be possible? The reason why it works is that people who are boss rushing, just killing the boss, like doing invitation over and over, trying to get the Forgiving Flesh and Forbidden Flame, they don't care how much they buy them. They want to buy them from a single player, and then if the math is good, if they can make profit, they just buy at whatever price it is. So that's why it's working. Yeah. So being there to serve the people who are killing the bosses is a good way to make some currency. So now I'll leave you with some of the invitation I bought and then some of the sales. I just want to give a quick heads up for this. The gap between the single or like a low quantity one and the 10 plus was extremely big when I started doing this, but now it's narrower and narrower. So yeah, I don't think you can make as much currency with this anymore. But I think it's worth noting that there's a lot of stuff that sells for way more in bulk than it does for a couple of them. I also use this for 7 days bad luck, the mirror shard card. So I was buying them in total for 52 divines and then selling the mirror shards for 60 divines. So that's another good way to make currency. That's 8 divine profit. So half a divine every time for every cards you actually buy. So yeah, it ramps up pretty quickly. And as you can see here, see the price of it, 60 divines. I still had a bunch of stuff listed, so of course I sold some more items. But yeah, most of my currency came from flipping. And whenever I had nothing to buy, I just ran some maps while waiting for other people to fill up the market. Alright, so at the end of the challenge, I'm now level 96, and I have played 1 day and 8 hours, so 32 hours total in 3 days, which is, yeah, kind of crazy, not gonna lie, but yeah. Alright, I'm just gonna talk real quick about the build. So I crafted a new large cluster jewel, and this is like pretty much the. I should have exalted Islam here. I don't know why I didn't, but yeah. Anyway, this is the nose I am wanted. So yeah, and deep shield, the increased effect of cold elements is insane. It gives me like 17% increased DPS, but yeah, at this point it doesn't really matter how much damage I do, and I added some of those points because yeah, I leveled to 96, so I was able to afford all of them. I don't think the tree is perfect, but it was working fine for what I was doing. And yeah, the gloves aren't the best. I'm still using the same one from day one. I said I would upgrade them, but I didn't have time to upgrade them. Same for the boots, because I needed to make as much currency as possible, and it was both of them were doing the job. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, the build was fun, but at the end, I just couldn't stand it anymore. Doing 20, 30-second maps and repeating over and over and over. I kind of lost my sanity. But yeah, I'm glad it's done. All right, now enough holding back. So here's the Mirror of Kalandra. The reason why I paid only 1131, even though it's listed for way more, is that if you want, you can do a buy order for it, and it's usually cheaper by like 10, 20 divines. Depends on the price of the mirror, but yeah. If you want to know how to make a buy order, I have a video about it on the channel. Yeah. Now I just want to talk about what I could have done better, and yeah, that way next time I do it better, or if it can help you. Well, first off, I should have crafted way more on day one. So on day one, I started crafting a bit, but then as soon as I could, I got 2 maps, and I started getting somewhat good profit. But I should have crafted way more. All the currency I had, I should have crafted it over and over and over. Um, yeah, because after day two, I was still selling some stuff I did on day one, some of the stuff I crafted, but on day three it was pretty dry. And then I started crafting again, but I had like no time to have those items actually listed. So yeah, this is something I could have done better. Also, the strategy, while it was pretty good, it could have been way better than this, especially this league. In Phrecia, there's some crazy stuff. But yeah, and I think that's about it about the mirror challenge. Hope you had fun. Hope you learned something that can help you either in this league, League of Phrecia, or the upcoming ones. Anyway, if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel, and as always, take care, guys.